Yo. How you doing? How everything going? Yeah, it's your boy Fred the Jig. You know I kind of talk Magic basketball. That guy for life. Y'all know what time it is. Make sure if you like the content, like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody else about me. I'm a new YouTube blogger. I'm trying to bring this thing forward more often. But check this out. Today I want to discuss a trade concerning my Orlando Magic and the Washington Wizards. Now, the Washington Wizards have been mandated to get first round picks by their owner. And so that's what they're going after. They have a few players on their team they're willing to move off of. In us Orlando Magic, we have players that we're willing to move off of. I'm just looking at the game last night. Salute to my Magic. We beat the Phoenix Suns last night, and just watching the game and see how much when we really needed it, Cole Anthony wasn't on the floor. You know what I mean? Somebody that we've already re-signed to a longer term contract, got him for 3 more years besides this year on the contract. So I think he will be a type of player that the Washington Wizards would like to have, because he could be a cheap replacement of Jordan Poole, somebody who has a bad attitude, you know what I mean, not good with players. And Cole Anthony is the total opposite. He's a great team chemistry player. He's great at rallying the team, camaraderie, rooting for teammates. He's something that the Wizards, I believe, will value highly because of the way he can bring forth the chemistry with the new younger players like Bilal Coulibaly. You know what I mean? They still got Avdija, I think. Also, moving off of Jones here allows the ball to be, not saying Jones prevents the ball being in anybody's hand, but now because of what you're doing, you can run the ball through Avdija a lot with his skill set of being a great passer, playmaking ability, to get to showcase him more. Because they might be willing to move off on him, who's they already re-signed under a really nice contract. But I think also to showcase him more, you want to put the ball more in his hands. Not saying Tyus is anything wrong. Tyus is a great point guard. To me, the best backup point guard in the NBA. And also, he's had a wonderful year this year. I would love to bring him to my Orlando Magic, exchanging him and Cole Anthony. Their monies do not match. So don't think that I'm stepping on, like, don't know money. I know that monies don't match. If we do have a little man on our team, which we do with Cole Anthony, he doesn't fit the mold of what we need. And I know we have the young Anthony Black in Orlando, but as we let him develop and still be able to play him, if we get Tyus Jones, we'll still be able to play Anthony Black. But this would give us insurance policy, and with folks having his best game last night, terrific game from folks, as he keeps showing you why he is such a good player when he's healthy. It's hard to keep him healthy, and that's why I'm doing this trade. We can take a Cole Anthony who we're not using and get a Tyus Jones who's up on the market to make this money work. I'm going to put Gary Harris, who's on a 1-year expiring $13 million. Him and Tyrus. Tyrus is on a 1-year $14 million expiring. We're able to swap those money. I'm throwing Cole Anthony in this. This is like a first round pick already, getting the value of Cole Anthony. I'm not going to leave up my Orlando Magic lacking like that, because we'll be like, okay, well, what else we get back? We give up Cole Anthony. All we get is a Tyus Jones on the expiring. The reason why I'm willing to risk getting Tyus Jones on this expiring deal is because the same way my Orlando Magic was able to work out a great deal and get Cole Anthony at $12 million, going up to his last year within $13 million in the contract per year. I think we can get Tyus Jones at around the same number, maybe at the 14 he's already at. But either way, either way. We can start him at the 14 and then descend it to the 13. But I trust my Orlando Magic GM on negotiating contracts. One thing about us, we don't have any bad contracts on our team. That's how Orlando Magic work. We don't negotiate bad contracts, and that's one of the best points and strengths of our team. So trading for a Tyus Jones and being able to resign him with all our money, I trust that, and being able to get him to be on this team where we can go from Fultz to Jones and have 2 point guards that don't really turn the ball over. Really a high assist to turnover rate. Tyus Jones and Markelle Fultz didn't have a turnover last night, which is wonderful. You know what I mean? Also, what Tyus Jones brings that Markelle Fultz doesn't bring, and we know Markelle Fultz brings defense, as you see here with that wonderful defense last night. Tyus Jones brings the jump shot, and he also can organize like Fultz organized the offense. So this gives us a floor general too. Also, another person from Anthony Black to learn from, because we don't have to force him into the game as much, but when necessary, say a defensive matchup, we start on Fultz, and then when we go to go and put in another guard, but Tyus don't fit for this type of team we playing. That's when you put Anthony Black in while he's still developing, and use him that way and bring him along slower, because point guard is one of the hardest positions to learn in the NBA. Everybody knows this, right? Okay. All right. Not just that, but also my Orlando Magic, we will be also getting back in this deal Corey Crisper. And Corey Crisper, he's a shooter. They got him playing a power forward / small forward right now. He's really a small forward. He's only 6'6". So I think he can play the small forward / 2. But when Franz Wagner was out, we had to play Caleb Houston. We had some injuries. We had Okiki starting, and what we didn't have was a scorer, shooter, somebody able to knock down the 3 consistently, even though those people are developing. You know what I mean? But Corey Crisper, he is a nice scorer, inside-out scorer. He can score. He's great. He doesn't need the ball in his hand a lot. So I really like that to bring him in. And I don't know if we have to put a first-round pick on this, because the value of Cole Anthony and Tyus is the same. And with Gary Harris and Corey Crisper, they got it where Corey Crisper is a little bit more valuable than Gary Harris. So I owe them something. So I could look and say, we know that this next draft coming up, that Washington said they're not interested in picks really for this next draft, but that the following draft that's loaded, they're interested in picks and beyond that. So when I look at our roster and with our Orlando Magic, excuse me. Okay, much better. So with my Orlando Magic and our Orlando Magic, if you're a fan like me, do you know we got all our picks, our first, second rounds. We're pretty good. You know what I mean? We are loaded with everything. So in this 2024 draft, they don't want any picks out of that. So 2025, we have our own pick, but why move our own pick in this draft? That draft when that would put us in a bad position as far as the type of rule system that we have in the league concerning picks. We don't want to jam our own picks up. So how we do? We have that Nuggets top 5 protected. 2025 is going to be a late round pick, as you see, because Denver's a great team. You know what I mean? Man, they had a chance that they could slip, something happen, maybe an injury for the year. Then okay, then we'll be, we can miss out on something like that in that great draft. But why not take this chance here just to get a point guard like Tyus over here that we can re-sign? Trust the ability of our front office to be able to re-sign Tyus. And trust the ability of our coach to find a place where Corey Crisper can play at on his team, as he's a more proven scorer than Caleb Houston or Chuma Okeke. OKK. You know what I mean? OKK, sorry, So Chuma OKK, So, all right, check this out. So, not only that, so we got this top 5 protector that we could use from the Denver, like I say. We also have 2026 swap first round pick. Nah, we don't want to do that one. We're not going to swap because that's still out to be our own pick. So I wouldn't move that either. All right, so the only thing I'm willing to move if I'm Orlando Magic is this top 5 2025 protected pick from the Denver Nuggets added onto this, and that looks like more value than we should be giving up in this trade, to be honest. So let me look on this team and see what, any other players that we could swap out here to make this trade more valuable for us, Orlando. Another player I'm willing to put on our side that so we're able to put somebody on would be like a Chuma Okeke. You know what I mean? Chuma OKK. I'm willing to put him in because, he on the last year of his contract. He has, we have restrictions on him, signing him, being able to match anything. And I think that the Washington Wizards could use that type of talent. Another player that's a defensive-minded player who doesn't have that room on our team, especially with us getting Corey Crisper in this deal. So yeah, let's add him in this deal, and we'll go over here to Chuma OKK, and add him on. That's another $5.27 million this year. So boom, we add him on as an excellent outside defender, they say, right? So let's see what else we could put on here that would make this trade work for us. And another thing I want to say about that is, as you notice, when Franz Wagner was out for a week or two, he was out, right? Maybe a week and a half. Yeah, Franz Wagner was out. We didn't play Jet Howard really at that 3 position. So, you know what I mean? So I think they see Jet Howard as more of a 2 guard than a 3 guard. So therefore, knowing that, that's another reason why I wanted to bring Corey Crisper in, because we need Crisper in, because we needed somebody who could be effective playing that small forward today and still has a little youth with him. Don't forget, Corey Crisper also played with Jalen Suggs. So they would have a nice chemistry already playing around each other. So that's another reason why I want to do this trade. I'm still looking to see if it's somebody else worth value after putting this type of first round pick on that I can snag away from them that they might not be using. They got like a Johnny Davis that's not getting any play on this team. He can't get no play on this team. He plays defense. You know what I mean? He can shoot a little. Not a lot, but they haven't put him to use yet. Maybe they may not be willing to move off on a Johnny Davis, even though I'm adding an OKK, or maybe they see him as a talent that they can't revive a turnaround, and maybe we can take that on. You know what I mean? Or I'm looking right now. I'm looking for a player that they got that we can get, and so maybe we can't. Maybe it's not one of these young players. I don't see because they're really trying to keep all the young players. So they got a Gafford. Will we be willing to add another center over here? A Daniel Gafford. Also, he is on a 3-year deal, making $12 million, 13, 14. That's a little bit pricey right now in our range of what we're trying to get back. Let me look and put it on and see how it comes out, what it says. Yeah, we will be over the cap. Not much though. Not much. 265,000 more than allowed. So that's not much over the cap. But because of that, I still want to look around for a little more. I tell you, I added Chuma Okeke on this deal. They also have a DeLon Wright here, and maybe he's a veteran. Backup two guard. Say if we still want to let Jet Howard stay over there and play and still develop because his defense is still coming along. Say even though we added Tyus Jones, we got a Corey Crisper. What if we also add a DeLon Wright as a backup who can play the backup 1 or the 2? And we add him there, not that he has to start, but there for the depth and the further development of our talent. He's on a 1-year deal, $8.20 million. You know what I mean? This year, that's it. You see what I'm saying? So I think we could definitely take him in, and that wouldn't be adding a lot for that pick, but the value of being able to sign a DeLon Wright back, and also of being able to sign a Tyus Jones back and having him on our team for a playoff push. I think that can help. Adding more veteran leadership for this Orlando Magic team, because you'll have Joe Ingles. You know what I mean? You get a Tyus Jones, someone who's known backup point guard, and you get a DeLon Wright who can come add a little depth, play a little backup 2 guard if needed. You know what I mean? Backup 2 guard, because if we getting rid of Gary Harris, who's the backup 2 guard? Well, we got Caleb Houston, and we going to the playoffs, and what we need Caleb Houston as the backup. Nah. Joe Ingles, so he plays more of the 3-4. So we could use a backup 2 guard depth, especially if we trading away Gary Harris. And yeah, so let's take that. Let's get DeLon Wright, Tyus Jones, Corey Crisper for Cole Anthony, Gary Harris, Chuma Okeke, and that Denver first round top 5 protected pick. I think that's a great trade for the Orlando Magic. This is all I'm going to give y'all today. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. If y'all enjoyed the content, make sure y'all leave comments. Let me know what else y'all would like to see. If y'all like the trade or not. Do you think that trade's too subtle of a trade? You think we're giving up too much with that top 5 protected first round pick for Denver? Denver is going to be an end of the first round pick in a loaded draft though. So I know that's what Washington really wants. They're looking for that. So if they're able to send us, like I said, this Corey Crisper, who played with Suggs, wonderful. We get that connection back with Suggs on our team, and he's a shooter. Add Tyus Jones replacing Cole Anthony, which gives us still a small guard, right? But he is a floor general and doesn't turn over the ball. Cole Anthony, he's turnover prone a lot, and in the playoffs, it's going to be hard to play him. Now, it might be hard to play Tyus for defense concern, but we already got that with Cole. Now we would still have somebody who wouldn't be turnover prone, just in case folks get hurt, and also in case we need 3-point shooting. Adding him and Crisper, that's 3-point shooting, and DeLon Wright also is somebody if in the playoffs, if we need to bring in somebody for folks, and we feel like Tyus Jones is going to be a defensive liability, we can just bring DeLon Wright in. That's what makes this trade fit for us. What makes this trade fit for Washington is they get a cheaper guard under a long-term contract with Cole Anthony, with the ability to do the things that Jordan Poole is doing on the court. You know what I mean? And Cole Anthony has been looking for a chance to get a chance to start. He might get the chance if this trade happens. You know what I mean? You get a Gary Harris, somebody who doesn't mind, as you can see, coming off the bench. They could renegotiate a deal and have a veteran that wants to come off the bench. You know what I mean? At the end of the year, they get that first round pick that they really want to have. You know what I mean? Or Gary Harris can just go. You know what I mean? At the end of the year and go to a contending team. You know what I mean? They get that first round pick that they want in the year that they want. You know what I mean? And we also give them a Chuma Okeke who is restricted at the end of this year, so they'll have a chance to sign him back, get him in there, let him play like they doing Corey Crisper more as a small forward playing the power forward. Chuma Okeke is more of a tweener than Corey Crisper. Crisper is more of a 3 small forward. So Chuma could do what they're trying to get Crisper to do. You know what I mean? And I think this trade works out perfectly for both teams. And this is something I look for happening, especially my Orlando Magic. Look to make a trade like this. Yes, we lose Cole Anthony, but we get a point guard that actually is a point guard to back up Fultz, and we still show the unity for Fultz, which we have Fultz and Tyus Jones up in free agency. That opens up the point guard position, whatever we want to do. Do we like either one of them? Do we don't like? Do we want to just move on to Anthony Black? It opens it up for us. Also gives us a better negotiating ability with Markelle Fultz and Tyus Jones to see how we're going to run forward with this team. I think that strengthens our point guard. If somebody be like, well, somebody might say they see Fultz as a backup point guard. I still think Fultz is a starting point guard with high-end talent, right? Everything except for maybe shooting the 3. You see what I'm saying? All right, so Tyus Jones has that high-end talent, maybe not the two-way ability of Fultz. Fultz is a two-way player, but Tyus Jones have that float, that high-end value as a high assist to turnover rate point guard his whole career. Is a great three-point shooter and can organize the team. And we definitely need that coming off the bench. DeLon Wright is help everywhere we need it, from the point guard to the 2-guard position. All right, this is your boy Frank the Jig, and I'm out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Check me out for battle rap content and all kinds of content. And I'm out. Salute.